Peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. Today is Thursday, the 10th of July, 2025. I, Ramana Azani, am here before you to present the world current affairs, that is, the latest global events. I hope you will listen attentively. Let's begin by taking the name of Allah. The biggest news today is to find out what happened with the Gaza ceasefire. After that, Russia has carried out its largest attack in 3 years so far, the biggest with 728 drones and 13 missiles. Also, yesterday I spoke to you about the Cold War, but there were some points left out. So the topic remained incomplete. Today, God willing, I will cover the things that were missed, and if any corrections are needed anywhere, I will make those corrections as well. First, let's review the situation in Gaza. As you know, 2 days ago, Israel suffered a major setback, and around 19 of its soldiers were either injured or killed in Beit Hanun. Out of these, Israel admitted that 5 were killed and 14 were injured in Beit Hanun. Beit Hanun is located in the far north, and Benjamin Netanyahu, who is a war criminal and has been accused of crimes against humanity with an arrest warrant issued by the ICCAT, previously claimed that Beit Hanun and Beit Lahia had already been captured and that now only Rafah and Khan Yunis remained. But in reality, the number of soldiers killed was much higher than 5, at least about a dozen were killed. Because of this, Israel is in disarray and is launching indiscriminate attacks. Now, wherever they see people, they just drop bombs. Yesterday, they martyred around 125 people, and since this morning, about 33 more have been martyred. However, the relentless attacks from their side have also significantly intensified, and just yesterday, they openly admitted that yet another one of their brave soldiers was tragically killed. That particular incident was quite dramatic and deeply disturbing. The local determined fighters successfully captured him and then explicitly told him, if you're not going to the holy city of Mecca to pray, then you can simply go straight to hell, and immediately thereafter, they brutally killed him. This specific and shocking incident is currently being discussed extensively and widely across various platforms. Now, as for the ceasefire, where is it stuck? Donald Trump had said that it would happen by the end of this week. Today is Thursday. The day after tomorrow is Saturday, so it should happen, but now he's saying no, either this week or next week. After that, it doesn't really matter. You should understand that both father and son are in a way making a game plan together, and they're both in cahoots. Their plan is to get a lot of people out of Gaza voluntarily, and then once only a few are left, they'll be able to control the situation. Their comprehensive plan is to get at least around 600,000 people, a truly significant number, to leave the area voluntarily, thereby alleviating the immediate pressures. Consequently, the entire issue has become deeply stuck and entangled on the critical point of what precisely will happen to the Gaza fighters specifically. Where exactly will they be permitted to stay after the war ultimately ends? And conversely, where will they absolutely not be allowed to stay under any circumstances? In one particular place, they adamantly insist that they will unequivocally remain, especially within the strategically vital corridor. Now, allow me to thoroughly explain to you where this crucial corridor is situated and what its purpose entails. Basically, they've meticulously created something akin to a very distinct and clearly defined corridor here, and as a direct result, the innocent people of Rafah are being systematically isolated and cut off from their surroundings. They've painstakingly cleared out so much of the surrounding area, making this specific corridor, and the people of Rafah, who number at least 700,000 to 800,000 individuals, a truly massive population, are deliberately left here, confined within this space. The underlying idea, the strategic objective, is to make living conditions so incredibly difficult, so utterly unbearable, that these very people themselves will eventually come forward and explicitly say, fine, please, just let us leave this place, send us to another country, anywhere else. That, in essence, is their calculated and rather cynical plan. So he's firmly saying, we absolutely won't remove our dedicated fighters from this critical location. Now, the other side, the opposing party, is emphatically saying, if the ceasefire is genuinely happening, if the entire matter is indeed settled, and you demonstrably can't occupy Gaza, and you are in fact agreeing to a comprehensive ceasefire, then you must leave from here immediately. But he's stubbornly saying, we simply won't leave under any circumstances. He's saying, no, we'll completely destroy them, we'll utterly end their political interface, just like we effectively dealt with their armed wing. We absolutely won't remove the political wing. If we truly say so, we'll consider removing it, no problem at all. So you can clearly see the real and fundamental issue revolves entirely around this specific corridor. This is known as the Moraj corridor, or more formally, the corridor of Moraj. Look closely in Rafah, the distinct green area you can clearly see here on the map. That's precisely where the vast majority of the people of Rafah are currently located. The blue area, in stark contrast, has been completely cleared out, both from here and from there, and they've meticulously drawn a clear line like this, effectively segmenting the area. So in carefully planned pieces, first the people from this particular section will be systematically made to leave. Then after a year or perhaps 2 years, another similar corridor will be strategically created here, further expanding their control. This entire process is being executed with meticulous planning and foresight. Now, whether the fighters who are currently there agree to this arrangement or not, that remains the primary and most significant issue. Many people may express different opinions and perspectives, but I'm telling you the unvarnished real story as it truly unfolds. 2 days ago, there was a scene of a ship sinking, but yesterday another ship incident happened with the message that if you don't listen, your very existence will be lost to the sea forever. So this is a big success for those people. Now America is stuck in negotiations and can't really intervene. Let's see what happened. Here, Germany and others came to help, but China launched a minor laser attack, which has caused quite a commotion. So this is the situation. Understand that now there is pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu from America that no matter what, you must agree to a ceasefire, but I will not allow the war to resume. Get this clear. This could become a matter of pride for Donald Trump. Even if there is a ceasefire for 60 days and the fighters there release 10 prisoners like they did in January, and then in March they started attacking again, that won't be possible this time. Now, if you have any other solution, try it. But even Israel is not ready to launch a new war, to pull out the troops and send them in. Again, they won't agree to that. But there is also pressure not to give up the corridor. So let's see what happens. Speaking of Russia, yesterday Russia launched a very big attack, the biggest in the last 3 years. The attack began in February 2022, and now it's the 25th of July, so it's been more than 1,000 days. But such a large attack hadn't happened before. In terms of the number of drones, understand that there were 728 drones, 13 missiles, and basically all of Ukraine was left in smoke. But it was done in a very systematic way with alarms and all before the strikes. So the casualties weren't that high, but the destruction of infrastructure was massive, and especially they're targeting specific things. Understand that with these drones and all in Western Ukraine, weapons are coming in from Poland and such places. So wherever the weapons are coming from, those very routes are being targeted one after another. Now Zelensky has started lamenting, saying, give us weapons, give us defense systems. You people have left us all alone. Now the Europeans will say, we haven't left you alone, but Donald Trump isn't agreeing to help. Okay. This conference is for those European countries that want to help Ukraine enthusiastically, and they've named it the Coalition of the Willing, meaning those who don't want to help can stay away, but those who do want to help Ukraine can form a separate coalition, because you see Slovakia, Hungary and others don't want to help. Fine, so the Coalition of the Willing is for those who want to join, come with your own spirit, and they're holding a conference for that. Let's see what comes out of it. And the thing is, Donald Trump is somewhat frustrated with Putin. And you'll see that 2 days ago, the defense minister there, Pat Exit, said that the weapons being sent to Ukraine from here had been stopped. But Donald Trump said, no, the weapons will go. They are going. So he said, but you just said they were stopped? Who said that? So he has no idea what's really going on in the world. He just does whatever he wants. So he's become quite frustrated with Putin and has openly said that Putin is a strange, nonsensical persona. Says one thing and does another. When you talk to him, he speaks so sweetly, so lovingly, always agreeing with everything. But then as soon as you finish talking, he launches a big attack. So many people are being killed. So much is happening. and he's just not ready for peace. It seems like he's not willing to compromise on a single condition. It's possible that these people might exaggerate things and end up involving America even more. Because now Benjamin Netanyahu also has the desire to turn this into a full-fledged war, to combine Iran and Russia into one front, and then bring both our brothers together as well. Ukraine, and that is Zelensky and Putin, both are just actors. Then after that, NATO might get fully involved, because Russia has also said in BRICS that if Iran needs enriched uranium, they are ready to provide it. So you can see that Russia is also getting closer now. If the Ukraine-Iran situation in a way turns into a full-scale war, let's see what happens. There's also been an assessment from Israel about Iran that at Iran's plant, the photos and the talk about enriched uranium coming from there, it was being said that before the attack, it had been shifted somewhere else. There is about 400 kilos of enriched uranium, which is close to 600 kilos if you do. Our intel is telling us that no, it was not shifted. It is still intact. Now let's see what happens next. And on the other hand, they are also admitting that in the attack by Iran, military installations were also targeted and they too have suffered destruction. The assessment of that is still ongoing. So understand this about Iran and its connections. I thought I should update you all. And Donald Trump has imposed another tariff, a 50% tariff on copper if copper is imported into America from anywhere in the world. A 50% tariff will be applied. That means if copper costs now 100 per kilo, then with the tariff it will become now 150 per kilo. Do you get it? Now, what is the purpose behind this? The purpose is that in the world that is coming, copper is going to be extremely important. Whether it's making fighter jets, building radars, or manufacturing electric vehicles, whatever needs to be made, copper will be used extensively. Therefore, he wants the monopoly on copper to be in their hands. Now, you might ask, if he doesn't allow copper to enter his country, then how will he establish a monopoly? His aim is that no matter where in the world copper factories are, whether in Germany, Russia, China, or anywhere else, since private individuals set up these companies, if they want to sell in America, they'll have to pay double the price. So what will they be forced to do? They'll move their companies to America. If you manufacture and sell in America, there will be no tariff. But if you manufacture outside, there will be. So his intention is for everyone to bring their companies from their own countries to America. That's why he has imposed this tariff. Let's see what happens. Another major development is happening, you know, that Azerbaijan and Armenia are sworn enemies, just like India and Pakistan, or Turkey and Greece, who are always at odds. These two also keep fighting. You should understand that they were once part of the USSR. This region is called the Southern Caucasus. There are 3 countries here: Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia. The conflict between the two is over Nagorno-Karabakh. There have already been 2 versions in the 1990s and another in 2020. In the 1992-94 war, Armenia won and Azerbaijan lost. In 2020, Azerbaijan won and Armenia lost. Now, the issue is to resolve this matter. There is a ceasefire, but there should be a permanent truce. For this, they are now going to meet, possibly in Abu Dhabi or Dubai in the UAE. So Ilham Aliyev will come. And so will Pashinyan, or whatever his name is. This is a good thing if these two can resolve their issue. And today a major gathering is about to take place in Kuala Lumpur, the capital of Malaysia. There is going to be a meeting of ASEAN foreign ministers, and that meeting is underway. And you know that ASEAN was established in 1967. In the year 1967, a pivotal historical event, the Six-Day War, also dramatically took place, in which the nation of Israel successfully captured a substantial amount of strategically important territory, specifically the Gaza Strip, the vast Sinai Peninsula, the historically significant West Bank, and the strategically vital Golan Heights. This was indeed a sudden and unexpected attack, quite similar in its surprising nature to the recent surprise attack on Iran. Consequently, in that very same year of 1967, the foundational groundwork for the establishment of the ASEAN organization was also meticulously laid. This organization is formally known as the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or more simply, ASEAN. It is important to understand that ASEAN represents something distinctly different and unique in its regional approach. Do you comprehend this significant distinction? The Association of Southeast Asian Nations has 10 member countries. It was established in 1967. You can consider Mahathir Mohamad as its architect, and it's their meeting that's taking place. Just like the European Union, which is very successful and has 27 member countries, ASEAN is also very successful. Despite being made up of small countries, they are progressing significantly and living with dignity. Right now, there's a bit of a problem because of the coup in Myanmar. Otherwise, there is usually a lot of consensus among them. Because of this, they are able to negotiate very comfortably with major countries, whether it's China, India, Russia, or America, since they remain united. So in ASEAN, there's Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei, the Philippines, and East Timor, which is also trying to join. But East Timor is currently an observer. This time, the presidency is with Malaysia. The first meeting of the foreign ministers has taken place. Now, these foreign ministers are talking to the foreign ministers of major countries. For example, China's Wang Yi is present, Russia's Sergei Lavrov is there, America's Marco Rubio is there, and representatives from Australia and New Zealand are also present. As for whether India has sent a representative or not, I haven't seen. The Prime Minister of India, after touring 5 countries and collecting so many medals and such, it seems as if he had gone to participate in the Olympics or something, doesn't it? So these are small countries. The leaders of big countries, they don't wander around like this, but I don't know why they do. So here, Rubio might meet Wang Yi, and this would be the first meeting between a senior Chinese and American diplomat. And Donald has been longing to meet Xi Jinping for so long, but Xi just doesn't give him the time. And whether there will be a meeting with Sergei Lavrov or not, that remains to be seen. Now, as for you all, today's current affairs are done. Consider it covered in a way. Now, what I told you all yesterday, alhamdulillah, many people liked it and many watched and appreciated it, that there are so many books